This is Main Street. It's a LEGO 3-in-1 set, which is modular in the sense that you can move the 4 mini builds around in your own formation. However, I have one main problem with it, and that is that the builds are pretty shallow, and from the back, despite revealing interesting interior detail, it makes the build look incomplete. And to fix this and make it into one solid build, I'm going to make an alternative model of the set. I found a video by Kiwi modulars who transformed this set into a proper modular building, which makes the build better looking and a whole lot more solid. I then went to rebrickable and downloaded the instructions made by the designer BrickAtive. I then began to take the old build apart, starting with the minifigures. These are the 6 ones in the set. And then I started taking the build apart one at a time. I continued taking the build apart, removing all the mini builds. And this is what I had so far, so the figures and then all the different mini builds, as well as the 4 buildings which were slightly deconstructed at this point. The mini builds in the original set are really cool. Here are my favourites. So the first is this bookshelf, then this tree, this soundproof panel which goes in the music room, this coffee machine, this yellow sofa, as well as this disco light, and also this bathtub. And I almost forgot this drum kit. Anyway, I continued taking the build apart, organising it as I went along so it'd be easier to build this rebrickable version. And these are all the 1,500 pieces fully organised. And then I opened the instructions and started building. And the footprint of the building is 16 by 32 studs. Anyway, the build started coming together pretty nicely, and it just layered up as I went along. And here you can see as I had lots more details, including the windows and then all the little facade details, which look really good. And at this point the build was almost complete, just a few more mini builds which really tied it together, especially this large sign. But here's the build. I think it looks really good and a lot better than the original with that really complete look. And it's very colourful, but it looks like a proper modular building now. There was however an open space in the back corner, however there were lots of spare parts and I managed to build this panel to fill it in. Thanks for watching. What do you think of this conversion from a set to this rebrickable model? Let me know in the comments below.